What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about when you should use sealer. Because a lot of people get confused with it, don't quite understand it, so I'm going to try and show you a little bit today, just to give you an idea. So we have a fender flare here for a Dodge truck. Now, the truck is silver. This is a used one they bought, and it came black. So, you know, from black to silver, some people would think, oh, you can just paint over that. No, because then your silver is going to be a darker shade than the truck is going to be. So you got little spots like this. So somebody had put like maybe some Bondo here. You can see you got a little spot right here that clears kind of peeling on. We sand it down. A few little spots here. So this is where I would use sealer at. One is because I don't want to primer these. You can primer them. In that area there, you can primer them. That's not a problem. You probably should primer that area, but they're trying to be cheap anyway. So the main reason I'm going to use sealer today is we are going to silver. This is black. So we're going to use a gray sealer on it and then let that flash and dry up, and then we'll put our silver. So that way we're going silver over a gray background. That'll give us the actual color that we are looking for, not darken it or anything like that. So that's one of the advantages of using sealer. Now you can also spot seal. So let's say you was going to paint this thing black and you just had a few little areas here and there. You could take sealer, spray here, and then just spot seal little areas and then go back over it and be fine without primer. Now that's just certain little areas you can do that with. You don't want to do that on all the things because some areas do need primered. So that is the main thing today, is what we're going to do. Now if this was brand new, let's say this was a brand new flare, it came factory, it was still you know, the factory plastic, that's another time. Like bumpers and this, you can use sealer on them. A lot of them you can use sealer on to get the desired color because your bumpers are always, plastic soaks up paint different than metal does. It always makes it darker for some reason. It's just the way it is. It just soaks up the pigments in it more. So if this was, you know, fresh plastic or a bumper, we could use a sealer. So if you buy paint, let's say you bought, let's say you was painting this silver. You can go to your paint store, wherever you get your paint from, and they will tell you, when they mix the paint, it'll say what color sealer you're supposed to use underneath of your paint. So that way you get the desired color you want, because you can't just spray over whatever color it is every time and expect it to match. It just doesn't work that way. You gotta have certain sealers for certain colors if you're going over things to get the desired color you want. So that's basically what we're gonna do today. So we sanded this with 320. And then, because it was pretty decent shape, we sanded with 320, we took a red Scotch-Brite, did the little areas that we needed to do on the edges and stuff, and then wax and grease to remove it. So now we'll get a sealer mixed up, and then we'll spray our sealer over it, and we'll let that flash, and then we'll come back and get some paint put on it. So one of the sealer I use, it's called 5-Star, get it at my local store. Now, the thing that I like about this is it's a high build, it's a direct to metal, and it can be used as a sealer. So you got 3 things it can be used for. So I try to use stuff like that you know, has more than one function. Instead of having to buy a sealer, you got to buy a primer, blah, blah, blah. You know, you got to have etch primers. Now, even though it is direct to metal, if I'm doing a big area that is metal, I will still get an aerosol etch primer and spray on it before I do anything. Just some of these don't have, you know, the bonding that it has, but this stuff works pretty good. So we'll mix this up as a sealer. So how I always do that is I mix it just like I'm doing primer, and then I'll reduce it, whatever it says. So it might be 10% or 20%, whatever. And then, you know, now you got a sealer, we'll spray it on. So that's what we're getting ready to do. All right, so we got this. All right, so we got our sealer mixed up. I always use my 1.3, my solder for it, 1.3. You can use a 1.4, use one right in that area is what I usually use for a sealer. So we'll get a coat put on this. Now, so we'll get a coat put on this. So you're basically spraying this just like you would be base coat. Just want to put a nice even coat all the way around it. Try not to get it dry, try not to get it too wet where you might end up having runs or anything, and then let it flash. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, sometimes you can go over the second coat if you want to, but I always let this stuff flash for 30 minutes. Anytime I use sealer, it flashes for 30 minutes. You want to let everything get out of it, because if you don't, and you go over top of this with your base coat, then you clear it and whatever, you're going to come back the next day and it is going to shrunk so much, and you're like, what in the heck? So let that flash as long as it needs to. That is important. All right, so we let this dry. It's been 30 minutes. We pull you up here. So you'll see that the finish is dry, it's smooth. See, shine on it. So that's what you want. You want it to look like that. All right, so we got our base coat. So now we're going to start putting our base coat on and get that covered, and we'll clear it. Get your first coat of base coat on, and then let that flash, come back, do it however many times you need to do it until it's covered. All right, so we got this finished up. You can see. So that turned out really good. So basically that's all it is you're just using sealer in places you don't want to primer, or you don't need to primer. But I got another spot that I'll show you. All right, so this spot here, this was a rock chip that we sanded out. Now this is a spot you do not want to just paint over. You can primer, yeah, but if that was the only spot, you had a couple of them here, and you sand them down with 320, whatever, to, you know, finish it off, I would just spot seal these. I would not, you know, primer them. But that's an example. Like, you don't have to primer that area unless there's, you know, something crazy going on. You haven't went through the metal or anything yet. But I would just use sealer over these little spots, and then, you know, go ahead and paint the rest of the hood. So, you know, that's about it, guys. It's pretty simple. Now, you don't want to use, I don't like ready mix, ready to spray sealers. Those are usually like 1K, kind of like lacquerish. Those don't hold up very well. So you always want to use a sealer that's got a hardener. And if you can find a primer that is, you know, a sealer and a primer that can be used for both, that's the best way to do it. But there's really not a lot to it. Just make sure you spray it wet. Use, you know, like slow reducers in it if you got to use it, stuff like that, according to the temperature that you're in. And that's about it. But we're gonna wrap this up. We got another video coming up on, you know, some Bondo and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. But hey, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.